money, a little white lie.
What up, you guys? I'm back here in my bathroom, and you guys are here because obviously today I'm here with another first foundation thoughts, and the foundation that I am trying out today is from the brand called Juvia's Place. It is the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation, and the shade that I will be using is this. I believe it's called Bogota 500. So yeah, if you guys are interested in watching on how this foundation wears and my thoughts, etc. throughout the day, then I guess without further ado, we could just dive right into the video. So you guys already know I prepped my face and did my brows, and now we're on to the foundation. And the foundation that I obviously have here is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I purchased this at Ulta stores, and I think it's still at selected Ultas. I'm not sure if they're like all Ultas, but I definitely picked mine up at Ulta. I paid $20 for this, and there's actually 42 different shades to choose from, which I think is pretty neat considering, you know, of course 42 is definitely a very high number to choose from, you know, different shades of foundation. Also, the unique thing about how they arrange or organize their shade range is instead of the lightest shade starting from the beginning, the deepest shade is actually starting from the beginning. So for example, like say the deepest shade would be the lowest number and the lightest shade would be the highest number. So I think that's pretty neat. And the shade that I actually picked up is Bogota 500, and this is what the packaging looks like. It comes in this box, and as you can see here, it says Juvia's Place. It's a I Am Velvety Matte Foundation, and I like how it's like a coral orangey like color, which obviously stands out. And in the back here you see the ingredients, kind of like, you know, a warning label, where can it be sold, the address to Juvia's Place, and how long you should wear it, things like that. And then over here it lists like it's a I Am Magic Radiant, Long Lasting, Creamy, and Comfortable. Our second Skin Creamy Foundation offers a smooth application with soft, natural, and soft matte finish to give a flawless coverage. A great formula to even out the complexion, refine the skin texture, and erase blemishes, maintaining the initial finish throughout the day. It's suitable for all skin types, including sensitive and oily. And this is supposed to be apparently free from paraben, oil, and cyclopentasiloxane. I can't really say the name, but this is the box. And now here is the actual foundation. This is what it looks like. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, I did pay $20 for this. So for a product that's considered like a high-end or prestige makeup item, this is actually not that bad. It looks really, really small though, but I do actually like this packaging because it's simple, but it definitely stands out, definitely because of course of the coral-like packaging, which for foundations for the most part, usually packaging might look similar like this. It's kind of like a black, white, or matte, or glass, or clear situation. So if you guys were to ever purchase this, you could definitely find this because it's like bam in your face. And over here it pretty much kind of says the similar thing to the box here. In the back it has the ingredients, and it does have directions in the back. It says apply product with a wet beauty sponge or synthetic makeup brush with a sweeping and buffing motion all over the face, and it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. So definitely I'm very excited to try this. But now for today, by the way, I'm going to be using two different tools to apply this. So I'm gonna be using this foundation brush from Sephora. It's the Pro Foundation number 47 brush. This was actually a limited edition. This was a collaboration with a brand that I am actually not sure. I'm actually trying to read it. I can't really read the name, but I know this was a limited edition, kind of like designs, but they still definitely have this brush at Sephora. And I'm gonna be using this beauty sponge. This is the e.l.f. I don't know what it's called, but I definitely know it's from e.l.f. because e.l.f.'s beauty sponges are much more firmer. So yeah, I guess let's get it started. So what I'm gonna do is open this baby up. Actually, let me see if there's, oh, see, look, that's great how there's like a little metal, like silver seal, so you know that if it hasn't been opened, I can actually get some tweezers to open this because my nails are really, really long. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, these are actually my real nails. I know some people don't believe it, but only 4 of my nails are currently like not real. They're sculpted because the nails broke in the beginning. So this is actually really hard to open. And now I'm going to be pouring or squirting a little. As you can see, it's a very thick consistency. I don't want to squeeze out too much because this is a full coverage foundation. It's pretty thick. It doesn't really have a scent. And now what I'm gonna do is lightly apply this on my face. By the way, just a heads up, I actually bought this foundation probably a month and a half ago. But I'm barely trying this out because one, I've been kind of lazy with like creating content, so apologies for that. So that's why I also wanted to mention it to you guys because the foundation also might be a little light because I definitely got really much more tanner than usual over the summer. But as you can see so far with that's pretty much what I squirted out, was like half a pump of the foundation. It's definitely, as I could see, so far I feel like it's more of a medium coverage because I could still see through my mole. And by the way, I just squeezed a little bit more. So I'm gonna just spread this out because as you can see, a little goes a long way. This is also kind of like a new way how I apply foundation so I don't waste it. And I just feel like the application when I do this method makes my foundation look much more smoother. So yeah, definitely this is pretty light, but I'm gonna work with it today. I'm gonna put on my lids, and now I'm gonna actually take the sponge and start blending it out like so. And this is now technically 2 layers. So it definitely covers quite a bit, and it doesn't have a scent, like there's no scent that's lingering or anything. I think that's one of the most important things, is like if there's any scent, because I'm not a fan of like makeup. Well, there's like this particular scent that some foundations have that I'm not a fan of. And I will say the one foundation like that I definitely cannot use because of the scent is the Huda Beauty. I did do a first foundation thoughts about it and I originally liked it, but that foundation after some time broke me out like crazy. So I actually returned it. I never used it again. But yeah, this is 2 layers. It's very rare light on me. As you can see, I'm looking like a ghost. But I think I'm gonna apply a little bit more over here just to even it out. by the way, I've mentioned it on my last video, but I don't wet my sponges just because I feel like for me personally, I also save more makeup not doing like wetting my sponge, just because I feel like sometimes it soaks up like any liquid or cream foundation. So now this is technically, I would say, 2.5 layers. So now what I'm going to do is actually do the rest of my face off camera. I'm gonna apply my concealer, brighten under my eyes, bronze, contour, you name it. And yeah, I'll show you guys the final look in a second. So you guys, this is the final look. Pretty much what I did was conceal, brightened around my eyes. I did a light bronze today, blush, and you already know the highlight always has to be popping. And of course, I am using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Just a simple lippy, and honestly, this is like one of my favorite lip glosses slash lippies that I own. Yeah, keeping it simple with the makeup. I didn't put anything on my eyes other than putting a little highlight on my brow bone. But yeah, now I guess I can show you guys a close-up of how everything looks like. And by the way, right now it is 10:21. So if you guys haven't ever watched any of my first foundation thoughts, usually I show you guys a close-up of how everything looks like right after I finish my makeup, and then I do a couple of check-ins throughout the day to see how it wears. Oh, and by the way, almost forgot setting spray, because I realized in the last first foundation thoughts video I didn't apply setting spray, which by the way I am currently using the Ballin Make It Last Matte Finish setting spray. So yeah, I guess you guys could follow me and see how the foundation wears. So by the looks of the time here, it is 10:27, and this is a close-up of how my face looks like. First, when I was applying the foundation, I honestly was worried because I thought it looked a bit patchy, but now that I pretty much put everything together, everything seems to look good so far. Definitely, I kind of really like this more like almost fresh looking but a little extra highlight type of situation look, if that makes any sense. But now I guess what I'm gonna do is clean up all the makeup and the mess that I created to make this face, and I will update you guys in a few hours to show you how this foundation wears. Hey guys, so it is now 2:50 and I am here for my mid update. I actually, after I did my makeup and cleaned up, I ate and then I took a nap, watched some Netflix, and now I'm currently actually looking at all my travel essentials to see what I have and what I need for my trip. But anyways, as you can see, this is how my face is from doing everything so far. I haven't really left home, but so far I really actually like the way that this is wearing. Mind you, by the way, I don't have anything on my lips right now, which is why they look like this, but so far everything seems to wear well. Highlight is still there, blush is still there, bronzer is still there, and my nose, I have no issues with my nose either. So far, other than the wear, I do notice that it is a tad bit light on me, but again, I mentioned how I don't know if I mentioned that I purchased this foundation like a month and a half ago, and so I haven't really tried it until now, and of course I obviously got darker, so yeah, you can definitely see that it doesn't really oxidize too much as well. So in case if you're wondering about oxidation, it hasn't oxidized yet. But in the meantime, now I'm gonna finish what I was doing, run some errands, and then I'll update you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so it's about 10:05 and I'm here with my final check-in. After my last check-in, sorry about that, I actually went and I did my thing, watched some more Netflix and checked all the items that I had so far and tried to write a list of what I needed. I ended up getting one of the things I didn't need for my trip, and now I'm gonna unfortunately have to go tomorrow, but it's okay. But yeah, after that I went to the mall, I went to a Target, I went rollerblading for an hour, and then I went to Walmart, and then I went to buy food, and now I'm home. So pretty much now I've had the makeup on for 11 hours, and so far I feel like for the most part this isn't that bad for 11 hours of wear. I do notice that the foundation is starting to come off here, and it's starting to crack around here. Here I actually had to kind of blot with the beauty sponge, but I just did that just right now, so just keep in mind. And the makeup on this side is still there, like my bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Mind you, I kept it really like light today. But overall, you know, for an 11-hour wear of makeup, this actually isn't too bad. I mean, usually this is what I expect when I wear makeup for this long, and to me, I'm pretty impressed with the foundation. I will say the only thing about it is that it's just a tad bit light, but I'm sure if I add a little more bronzer, I'd be good to go. And this is probably a color that I can use more for maybe like the winter time or the springtime, or when I'm just not as tan. But overall for this foundation, this is definitely a foundation. I would take this for anyone that's normal. Dry skin, I feel like this is also one you might be able to work with, but I just noticed now over here it's cracking a little bit. So if you have dry skin, I would definitely use like a moisturizer to really moisturize your skin if you want to use this mattifying foundation. Also, if you're oily, keep in mind you might have to blot. I only blotted once, so again, this is 11 hours of wear, so it's still pretty good. And yeah, I guess now I'm gonna take off this makeup, and yeah, I guess I'm just gonna take out this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my first foundation thoughts review on the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. If you guys didn't know already, I am in the shade Go to 500. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave some love down below, and of course don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button. I upload videos on Tuesdays usually. I'm gonna try to get back on my YouTube game, so I'm not gonna promise you that I'm gonna do it every week, but I'm gonna try to do it on Tuesday. Also, if you guys do not follow me, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, if you guys don't follow me on my social media, I have an Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and all my social media handles are all Allyn. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys again for stopping by and watching my video. If you guys have any feedback, if you guys have any comments, leave some love down below. And of course, if you have any suggestions of any videos you guys want to see, I'm open for food videos, more beauty videos, of course, music related videos. And if you guys want me to talk about other stuff, just let me know. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching my video. I don't know what else to say, but on another note, until next time, it's been real, and I'll see you soon.